Here with Belmont University men's soccer head coach Bryan Green as we preview the Bruins' upcoming games against Evansville and Omaha. And Bryan, as you and the coaching staff reviewed last weekend's matches against South Carolina and Kentucky, what were a few positives and then a few areas that you'd like to see improvement in?
From the positives, I think we played, especially against South Carolina, once we settled into that game and got over the fact we were playing in front of 5,000 people. We were good. We passed the ball. We were able to keep it when we wanted to. We moved off the ball well, and we really defended very well. Even against Kentucky, as bad as I thought the game was at halftime and in the second half, when I reviewed it, we still had a lot of good moments in there, and actually pushed well at the end and had a great chance. So we did some good stuff against Kentucky. I was very pleased that despite us being down 2 goals, we kept pushing and we had 3 really good chances in the last 5 minutes. One thing I think we definitely need to work on, 2 things. The first one is keep playing how we want to play. I think we got out of that against Kentucky for a number of reasons. One was fatigue, but we have to really be dedicated to playing how we want to play. And then the other thing is continuing that not just throughout the game, but throughout different areas of the field. Against South Carolina, as well as we played, as it got down to the final third, we kind of forgot what our style of play was, and it either died out or we chose a different style. That's why we really didn't have much success as far as shots on goal. But we had a lot of play down there, just not much came of it, and I think that's why.
What have you seen from Omaha and Evansville, 2 programs expected to compete for conference championships themselves, and they've already tested themselves against good competition?
Yeah, both of them have played very good opponents so far this year. We don't know much about Omaha right now. Still working on that, but the everyone they've played is very tight-lipped. So as far as Evansville, that's a good team that we know is has a very strong history. They played 2 very good teams out on the West Coast and have been battle tested, I guess you could say. So I think they'll both be good games. And I think right now we want to be aware of our opponents, so there's no surprise. But we're still focusing on ourselves and seeing if we can do what we want to do better.
And then lastly, you had to be encouraged from what you saw from Grayson, and if you get that type of play the rest of the season, I'm sure the 10 men in front of him will take that the rest of the year.
Yeah, Grayson was fantastic. He made 3 or 4 really big saves against South Carolina, which is a lot to ask of a goalkeeper, and then he made 3 or 4 other saves that were good to see. I think the guys in front of him did a good job organizing it for the most part, but he really came up big for us. And then I think the other thing he really did well for us was we were able to play through him and keep the ball because he was able to use his feet, more so against South Carolina than Kentucky. And I think as he does that, not only will he be a good goalkeeper because he can make the saves, but we'll have the ball more and he'll have hopefully less opportunities to make those saves.